Our lives have become so chaotic and so busy and so frenzied. To have our homes just be a place of peace and respite where we can come together and separate ourselves a little bit from that. And by simplifying the visual experience, by simplifying the details, by moving to natural materials, we can create that sense of quietness.
It's so much about that a hand created the materials that you're touching that are near to you. So I think we tend to like to use woods that have some texture to them, tiles that aren't perfectly machine-made but have some texture, but then use those materials of texture in a very simple way so that it still is kind of clean and spare and peaceful. Because ultimately, luxury is that sense of sanctuary and sort of peace within the space.
Culturally, I think the kitchen has very much become our social hub, our social center. When we look at some of the historic work we've done, kitchens were always back of house. They were small, they were dark, they were not designed the way we think of it today. Today, it's a whole different aspect. It's a social place. The idea of the kitchen has changed very dramatically. Our desire is to open that space up into the greater social areas.
The cabinetry wraps around and into the dining room space.
That relationship to the exterior is always a very important question. How do we connect? How do we expand our space out into that landscape? We are interested in that flow, so the curve, I think, allowed us to really use that idea. We certainly wanted to feel as much of that curve as possible as we opened up and connected those spaces. I always love the experience of flying into Los Angeles at night. There's something very romantic and luxurious about that. And you see the city as an art piece, as a series of lights and movements. You can be a part of the city and yet look at it as an objective viewer. And I think living the way this building is designed, we have that opportunity every night.